हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्णा। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदा नंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदा नंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुनतीरावनचारि। 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 जय राधा माधवा कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन। यमुना तीरावनचारी। हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. ॐ अज्ञानान्तिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनाशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सगहन रघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहहन ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितंश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तु ते तप्तकाञ्चन गौरङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभवेव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयं मुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं बाहवत सेवया बहवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी वासुदेव परा वेद वासुदेव परमकाः वासुदेव परा योगा वासुदेव परा क्रियाः वासुदेव परं ज्ञानं वासुदेव परं तपः वासुदेव परो धर्मः वासुदेव परा गतिः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामदुःखशमन तं नमामि हरिं परं। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Thank you all for coming for our Srimad Bhagavatam Saptaham on the sixth day, and we are going to enter into the sixth canto. Yesterday, we had four questions that was asked by King Raghugana to Jadabharata. The questions were, who are you? Where are you coming from? What are you doing here? And where are you heading? And the response was, I am Atma. I'm coming from my mother's womb. I'm draining my karma here and heading towards spiritual world, moksha. This was the response. In these four questions, no one is an exception, that everyone who are born into this world has its questions and the response is going to be same. All of us are bound by the karma, and this karma is such a way that we can easily count our bank balance, how much ever bank we have, but the karma bank balance we cannot count. The reason is we've been taking life after life after life, anadikala. Anadikala. There is no way that we can go back and say that this much I have, because so much of karma that we have, that we are still staying back, and we are still paying back. And what we are paying back now is only a portion of the big baggage of karma. There is a savings account and there is a checking out account. What we have taken is only a little bit of our savings account, called prarabdha karma, and that is what we are spending now. And this prarabdha karma that we is not just one lifetime, it may run through several lifetime to finish this the checking that we are taken from the savings. Once that prarabdha karma is finished, then we go back again. Now that we go back again, it's been dumped on us just for the sake of saking, and we go back again, collect another set of money from the karma from the savings account, put it in the checking, and then we spend that. And the savings account is sanchita karma, and the checking account is prarabdha karma. Prarabdha karma runs through several lifetimes. Now, the whole reason that what we are doing here is to finish that prarabdha karma, how much our lifetime is going to take. The way that drain our prarabdha karma is either by suffering or either by enjoying. We enjoy because of our punya karma. We suffer because of our papa karma. That's how we are draining. Whatever, even a small hit that we get on the road while we are walking, a little portion of a papa karma is finished. If someone is patting on our back and say, "You did a good job," good karma is drained. We get pleasure, good karma drains. We suffer, bad karma drains, which is good one way. But the problem here is that's fine. It's not only we are draining our punya karma and papa karma, as we are in the journey, as we are going through, what happens is we are accumulating karma. As we accumulate the karma, that karma goes straight into our savings account. There are some little bit karma here and there that we may suffer immediately, but there most of the time it goes into our savings account, and we don't know when that karma is going to come upon us. It could be this lifetime, it could be next lifetime, it could be after hundreds or thousands of lifetime. We never know when that's going to come. Therefore, there are two margas. Marga means path, roadway, route. In the one is Pravritti Marga, one is Nivritti Marga. Nivritti Marga and Pravritti Marga. Nivritti Marga means we have to give up everything, renounce everything, and completely surrender to the Lord. Completely surrendering to the Lord. Not getting attached to anything. That's one way of removing karma totally and going back to God, liberation. That is Nivritti Marga. Whereas another one is called Pravritti Marga. This is little lower, which means that I am here in this world. As long as I am in this world, I will enjoy life here. Whenever I get chance, also I'll go to higher planetary systems and enjoy over there also. And then whenever it's possible, I think about God. These are the two ways people think. Spirituality is not for me. Right now, I have to survive. I have to enjoy the life here. Whereas other says, well, it's important for me. I'm seeing all over the place, all over around me, people are just going away, dying every single moment. I'm hearing news that people are dying. So let me become serious about it. Take it that as a priority, and whatever I can do materially, I will do that one. That's another two ways of thinking, people. Therefore, in the sixth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 1 starts with Parikshit Maharaj asking a beautiful question, is summarizing now. Is summarizing. There are 12 cantos of Srimad Bhagavatam. We are on the sixth canto. We have completed 5 cantos. Parikshit Maharaj is telling, my dear Sukadev, you have taught me so much information. Now he's saying that you told me Nivritti Marga from the first canto and second canto. You taught us Nivritti Marga Katita Ado Bhavata Yata Krama Yoga Palakdena Brahmana Yat Asamstritahe. He says that you taught me about Nivritti Marga in the second canto. You renounce everything, you will attain liberation. Then he goes on to this again. He says, you also spoke about Pravritti Marga. Pravritti Lakshanas Chaiva Traigunya Vishayo Mune Yo Sav Alino Prakritir Guna Sarga Punaha. You also told about Pravritti Marga, where you get it caught into the Pravritti Marga, you will be in the material world and you have to take repeated birth again and again and again. As long as you try to enjoy the material world, you're not going to get out of it. You're going to accumulate more karma and you're going to settle down in this world. You may be here, You may be in the higher planetary system, but ultimately you will be here. One man goes into the jail for whatever the mistake he has done. He is put into the jail in the barn, in the bars. Not only that, he was shackled with the iron rod, iron chain. And then over there in the same cell, prison, there was another man also there. He was also tied, shackled with an golden chain. The man who's sitting already inside is laughing at this man. Hey, look at you, iron shackle. What difference does it make? Whether you're being tied by an iron shackle chain or a gold chain, you're inside the prison. That's what the matter, right? Therefore, whether you are in a Swargaloka or in a Pitraloka or in a Brahmaloka or you are a president of United States or you are a beggar on the street, you are in the material world. Doesn't matter. We are all tied into this modes of material nature. So therefore, do not think that I am well settled here. That means you are thinking you are being tied by the golden chain. That's all. The person who is not in your position is tied by an iron chain. That's all the difference. Ultimately, you're rich or poor or whatever you may be in your life in this time, we are all tied to the material world. That's it. We have to understand we are all prisoners here. If we don't understand that we are prisoners, we'll think that, oh, this prison is so nice. They're supplying me on time food. I just have to go and work something out. But otherwise, I'm happy here. Everything is nice. I got friends here in the prison. We can sit and chat now. Well, prison is prison. How much ever you think prison is good, it doesn't have that independence there. You're not free there. You're constrained with certain things, right? Therefore, we have to get out of this place of prison called material world. That is why Parikshit Maharaj is starting. This session is, if I should have told this yesterday. Yesterday I didn't say what's going to be the topic today. The reason was I was debating between Canto 6. There are couple of beautiful stories. I was debating myself whether I should do that one or this one. Therefore, I didn't tell what's the topic for today. But I thought this would be the appropriate topic to discuss today. Anyway, so he said, that is Pravritti Marga. You taught me about Pravritti Marga. And then he said, next he says, also, this is where this topic starts here. Adharma lakshana nana narakas chano vartinataha. He says, also, my dear sir, Sukadev Goswami, after teaching this one, you also told us about Manvantra. What are the different Manvantra? You also spoke about Swayambhuva Manu. You also spoke about Uttanapada. You also spoke about Uttanapada, son Dhruva Maharaj. You spoke about Priyavarta. Priyavarta's great grandson. You spoke about him, Bharata and Jada Bharata. You spoke all these things. Also, during the ending of the previous chapter, the previous canto, you spoke about Narakas Chanu Vartinataha. He says that you also spoke about hell. He spoke about hell. Now, we did not touch that yesterday. But when we started Srimad Bhagavatam Saptaham on the very first day, someone here asked, we also study Garud Puran. During this period of time, some people will read Srimad Bhagavatam, some people may Garud Purana. Now, Parishit Maharaj I skipped that whole section from the 5th canto. Parishit Maharaj is not leaving that canto. Even though I skipped, Parishit Maharaj said, my dear Sukadev Goswami, you spoke about 28 different types of Naraka. His mind is still there. You spoke about Naraka. And Aduneha Mahabhaha Yataiva Narakan Naraha. And you said those who do sinful activities, who perform adharma, they will go to respective Narakaloka. And they will suffer there for many lifetime, many years to come. They will suffer there. He said this one. So we'll just take a 5 or 8 minutes to go through what is this Narakas are. Because unless we understand what this Narakas are, we will not appreciate the topic of today. So kindly bear with me. I am not telling. Sukadev is told in the previous canto, and Parishit Maharaj is again triggering the Naraka topic here. Why? Because ultimately, none of us want to go to that place. And Parishit Maharaj had that fear. Even though he's a great soul, he's not going to go to Naraka, but he's talking on behalf of us because we least worry about Naraka. We do so many things, we don't care about hell. Therefore, we'll just take few minutes to go through some of this Naraka. If I start telling this 28 Narakas, today's session will be done. Therefore, we'll just touch here and there. Tamishra, Antatamishra, Raurava, Maharaurava, Kumbi Pakam, Kala Sutra. These are all names of hell, by the way. So let me give you a little bit of who will go to which hell. We all want to go to Hawaii, we want to go to India, we want to go to Australia and Mexico and all the new Mexico, all those things. But understand these hells also exist there. We don't want to go, but have an idea of what these hells are. Who will go to that hell? Okay. Now, those who steal others' property, money, wives, and children for their personal reason, whatever they are, they go to a hell called Tamishra. It's a dark region, dark place, where the dark planet, this Atma will be. By the way, I already told this one. When Atma departs the body, when they go to heaven or hell, there will be a Yatana Shariram. Yatana Shariram means it's much more strong, nice body, which can be reused. Reused so many times for what? For getting chastised so many times. So the Atma over there will get a Yatana Sharira. With this Yatana Sharira, the Yamadutas means Yama is a god of death personification, right? He will have a lot of his servants, Yamadutas. They will rebuke him, beat him, hit him with sticks and so forth. Now, Antatamishra, those who enjoy with this, those who cheat their friend and take away the friend's wife and make their own, they will go to a hell called Antatamishra. In the Antatamishra, they will be tied to the tree and chopped into pieces. By the way, this is not one-time chopping. They will chop, the body comes together. Now you have to imagine like a AI program or something. It all comes together again. Again, they will chop again. But the thing is, he has to go through the pain so many times. So many times. Next one is Raurava. Raurava is a type of an animal that cannot be found in this world. Anyone wants to see a Raurava, they have to go to Raurava planet, but don't want to go there. This is such a ferocious animal, Raurava. What it does is those people who go to Raurava only when they maintain their body by harming others. They survive by harming others. They will go to Raurava. In this planet, there'll be a Raurava animal. This animal will give them such a tear their bodies into pieces and eat. Now, whatever I'm saying, if someone is thinking nice things to fear people up, this is what it is. Whether you believe it or not, the hell exists, heaven exists, spiritual world, Vaikuntha exists. It's your choice, it's our choice to believe it or not, or we can experience it as we want. That's all. So Shastra says it exists. So Raurava, Maharaurava. Let's skip fuse and go to Kumbi Pakam. Names are beautiful, right? Kumbi Pakam. Kumbi Pakam means nothing but there'll be a beautiful vessel, big size vessel, pot. I mean, sometimes I'm very interested in looking into recipes. I like cooking, therefore I look into recipes. And in this particular, I don't know, somewhere in India, northern part of India, Rajasthan, somewhere, unbelievably, they have such a big pan, huge pan, and they cook. They have boiling oil, and they put all the vegetables into it. It's a mega cooking. I don't know, it's a factory or some mega size cooking, huge pan, maybe the size of this house, this hall, that big. And 20-30 people sit around this and they're just having big size of ladle and then trying to fry things like that. I was thinking Kumbi Pakam. Kumbi Pakam is the hell, will have such a big size pot with a boiling oil. It is for those people who enjoy eating animals. They enjoy eating animals. Would they fry and eat animal? When they go to Kumbi Pakam, they will become French fries. McDonald's French fries. So that's where Kala Sutra means where a person who kills a Brahmana, they will go to the Kala Sutra. The land is of 80,000 miles. A long Kala Sutra, 80,000 miles. Underneath, boil is a copper. copper plate, 80,000 ml of copper plate. Underneath, there will be a fire. It will be heated up. On the top, there will be a scorching fire. In between, this guy should be put. Situation, how situation will be. That like that. And then those who fail to follow the religious practice of dharma, asipatravana, there's a place called asipatravana, meaning this person will be chased by an animals where there'll be lot of trees on the way as he run here and there, lot of trees, and the trees will be having lot of sharp leaves, and as he runs from this animal, his body will be tear into pieces. He'll be running and running, and throughout for many years he should be running. The animal will eat him. He'll run. He'll be cut by the patras, the sharp patra, like it. And krimi bhojana is those who do not. This is another one. We have to see something which is related to us, right? If someone comes to our house, guest comes to our house, we made nice item in the afternoon. That's where we made samosas and pav bhaji and nice whatever you can think of, paratas, whatever you make nice thing. Someone is calling, I'm coming to your house. Hey, he's coming, come on. You put everything in the oven. Put everything in the oven, hide everything off. You do not give anyone who comes to your house, you do not give anything to eat, not even glass of water. You're not showing hospitality when someone comes to your house. Aditi seva, you're not giving anything to eat. That person will go to this place called krimi bhojana. Because you did not take care of your guest who came to your house, you will be put into this hell, which has a lake of 100,000 yojanas. One yojana is 8 miles or 10 miles. Keep it 10, it's easy. 10 miles. That means 10 by 100,000 of long lake. This lake is filled with worms. I don't know, tapeworm or this worm, I don't know, lot of worms. And we will be given a body as a worm to fall into that one. We will be eating those worms, and those worms will be eating us because you mistreated the guest who came to your house, and therefore this is what you go to. A person who steals a holy place, sometimes we hear this one, someone took away the temple property. Someone steals the temple property, takes money from the temple, or steals money from the holy person. This is all not good. Manu, please come, friend. It's all going to be cold over there. You can come, friend. Please come. Sit here. Come, friend. Please come forward. Sandhamsha. They will be going to a place called Sandhamsha, and over there, their skin will be, how you when you have this banana, you peel the banana nicely. You peel the banana like that. Those people who steal the property of the temple, who steal money or any belongings of the saintly people, they will be peeled like banana. The skins will be peeled like bananas, like this. I'm telling like a nice story, but you just have to think about this, right? So anyway, there are like this Tapta Sumi, and then Vaitarani is another river. Vaitarani river where you misuse the power. If any leaders, this is all important. If you're in a position, you've been given a position as a leader, whatever the position that may be, but in a society you're a leader, if you misuse your power, then you will go to a place called Vaitarani. This is an important thing that we need to know. What happens is when someone dies in our family, on that day or on the 12th day or 13th day, when we do a ceremony, closing ceremony, Shanti on the 13th day, they will do a dhana. The Godana means you have to give a cow as a donation to a Brahmana. Must do this one. Everyone should do this one, especially the father passes away, someone passes away, you have to give a Godana. Now, why is that done? What a Brahmana taking and going? It's not like that. This Vaitarani river is where that comes into the picture. If at all, for some reason, my father, my forefather, whoever died in my family, they have to go to hell. They have to travel to this place. For some reason, they are not getting moksha, they have to go to this path. They have to come to this river called Vaitarani river. This Vaitarani river is full, is a big water, like Viraja Nadi is another one. That's a good thing to go, but this one you don't want to go. This is a river which has lot of aquatics, lot of animals over there. And this animal will wait for this person to come. And this river is not a very good river, like, clear, crystal clear water or anything. It's with blood, urine, stool, pus, whatnot, abominable things. But there will be a cow waiting there in that river near the shore. That cow is there to help this person to cross over the river to the other side. This person will catch hold of the tail of the cow, and the cow will help this person to cross the Vaitarani river. If you have not given donation of cow, when you go there, cow is missing. But now you don't challenge me. That cow is still there. I went to that place. That guy is still having the cow. It's a representation. It's a representation. That cow is not going to die and wait for you. It is a Shastra is telling that cows wait for you. You give a donation here. There will be a cow arranged for you if you're given a donation. That's why the cow has been given as a donation. For every single thing that we are doing as a ritual, we call simply ritual, but there is a significance behind that one. We should not take it as, this is all fictions. It's not real, made up stories. There are reasons for everything, right? Therefore, Puyoda, Vishashana, Lala Bhaksha, many hells are there. So, Avishitat, where someone gives a false witness to an innocent person. False witness. Sometimes people say, oh, he's the one who did this. I know I watched him, but he wouldn't have done that one. They go to this place where there's no water at all. They have to suffer there without water. They'll be thrown upside down from a top of the hill, head falling down. So like that, there are many, many hells, many, many places. Now hearing this one, Suchimukha. So anyway, hearing all the different, I think this is good enough for us to get some idea about what this hells are, right? We'll stop there. Otherwise, the whole class will go on hell. Now we'll come back here to solution part. Solution is what we are looking for. Everyone have done sins or doing sins, all will do sins. We don't know, knowingly or unknowingly. Therefore, for that, we have to pay back. Therefore, what Parishit Maharaj is asking is a beautiful thing, is our Raja Uvacha. He is telling, Drishta Shuddhabhyam Yat Papam Janam Api Atmano Ahitam Karoti Bhuyo Vivasaha Prayachitam Atogatam. Now he is asking that, what are we going to do to get rid of all the sins so I don't need to go to hell? This 21 of the hell, I don't need to go. What is that we can do so that we don't need to go to hell? Sukadev Goswami said, you should do prayachitta. What is prayachitta? Atonement. Atonement. You do sin, you do some prayachitta, atonement, that will be nullified. You go and slap someone, come and put something in a hundi, that will be nullified. Something like that. I don't know if that's the right prayachitta or not. Don't do that. But you do some sins and there's a prayachitta that will nullify, therefore you don't accumulate karma, you don't need to go to hell. That was one of the solutions that Shukdev Goswami said. That's a problem. Parikshit Maharaj did not agree or like that proposal. He said that prayachitta that you said, yeah, that nullifies the sin, but the desire to commit the sin has not gone. The desire to commit sin has not gone. As long as you have the traces of wanting to commit sin, as long as you have has a desire of wanting to commit sin, the desire is not gone, the vasana is not gone, that sin is removed, but you're going to repeat the same mistake again. Yes, I scolded someone. I'm an angry person. Say I'm an angry person. I scolded someone. Then I thought I'm going to be punished. I'll go to this particular hell. Some priest came and said, oh, you do this prayachitta, that will be nullified. You don't need to go to hell. I immediately do that prayachitta. Now I'm escaped from that hell. But the anger is still there. That is not gone. I'm going to go and shout on someone else. The behavior is still there. The traces to commit sin is still there. Therefore, prayachitta is not a good solution. That's what Parikshit Maharaj said. Prayachitta is not good solution. Atonement is useless. It's like an elephant taking bath. Elephant goes into the water, takes shower, comes out. Do you know what it does? Puts the dust on the top of it. As soon as it takes a shower, it comes and takes and puts the mud on it. Prayachitta is like that. Whatever prayachitta was doing is like that. Therefore, that is not right. Therefore, Sukadev Goswami says, what you're saying is correct. Therefore, karmana karmano nirharo karmana karma nirharo nahi atyantika ishyate. That is very true. The desire to commit sin is never goes away. Does not goes away by doing atonement. Therefore, what you have to do is one has to undergo the severe austerity and you have to practice one thing. By practicing bhakti alone, one can be free from committing sins. He says this one. Natatha hi agavan rajan puyate tapa adibihi yata krishnarpita pranas tat purusha nishevaya is said. And then he says that, like you take a pot, if you have a wine glass or a whatever the alcohol glass, and then you pour the alcohol out, and the smell was still there in the glass, in the bottle, I mean in the bottle. And how much ever you clean the pot, you clean the glass, the smell is still going to be there. Likewise, the desire to commit sin will never go away by simply doing atonement. He is giving an example, analogy here, how it's not going to go away. Therefore, I'm going to narrate a story to you how to get rid of all the sins. Sukadeva Goswami is telling that there is only one way by which you can be free from all the sins that we have committed. Therefore, this topic today we are discussing, if at all you missed any of the previous classes, absolutely fine. But today's class is so very important. But no, why? Because none of us are free from sins. All of us are having a baggage of sin, which is going to take ages and years and life after life after life, several life, even still we won't be able to finish it. Why? This is the problem. Even if you say you want to go with the atonement program, first of all, I need to take a Microsoft Excel sheet or whatever sheet, right? Take a pen and paper. You need to write down what are the papam that we have done, correct? How many of us are remembering all the papam that we have done from starting one of we landed into this land, into this world? We have to write down all the papa. Okay. And the second thing is that is also only those things that you remember and your what you have done knowingly. There could be papam which you have done unknowingly also, right? We don't know. That doesn't go into the Excel sheet. Forget it. Now, knowing thing you've written down, the second problem to this one is you need to know exactly what is the atonement that we need to do. You cannot do something else. You have to do the exactly what's the solution the Shastra has given, Dharma Shastra has given, what the Veda says, that atonement to be performed to nullify that one. We don't know that also. We don't know that. For the sake of argument, okay, I found the right atonement to the right sin that I did. I went through checklist. Tuck, 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 tuck. Everything is solved now. All gone. But the problem is you're done with this lifetime. What about previous life? We don't even remember. How are you going to do prayashitna for the previous life karma, papa you did? We don't know. And what about the sanchita karma? That savings account still there. How are you going to do all the prayashita? Therefore, atonement is total utter waste. It's not a solution. It's not going to. It's not going to help at all. Therefore, atonement is accepted the only thing is to accept you see in Sukadeva Goswami saying the only thing is to attain the lotus feet of Krishna by remembering Krishna's lotus feet, praying to him, surrendering to him. It's the only way that you cannot see Yamaraj, Lord Yama, God of death. You will not see if you take shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord. Therefore, let me narrate to you a history, a story which took place many years back, yugas back. Let me narrate a story. Are you all ready now for the story? Yes? Interesting story. Is a hope-giving story, in other words. Is really a very positive story for people like us in this world. Therefore, please give your ears with your heart to hear the story. Kanya kubja dvija kastit dasi patir ajamilaha. The sloka starts with 21st sloka in the first chapter. Sukadeva Goswami, I'm going to tell you a story of a person, a Brahmana, Dvaja. Dvaja means Brahmana. Twice born is called Dvaja. The tooth is also sometimes called Dvaja because it falls off and comes again. Anyway, Dvaja means Brahmana. So Kanyagupja. There was a place called Kanyagupja. Over there lived a Brahmana by name Ajamila. Ajamila. And the introduction that uses the word is quite interesting. He says that Kanyagupja Dujak Kaschit Dasi Patir. Dasi Patir Ajamilah. Dasi Patir means who's a husband of a prostitute. Husband of a prostitute. Dasi Patir Ajamilah. He lost all his Brahmanical qualities because of the association of the low-born woman. Low-born woman. He lost his Brahmanical qualities. Namna Nashta Sadachara. Namna Nashta Sadachara. Sadachara means Sadachara means the practices, the achara. You know what achara means? Achara means following the right rules and regulations and following everything nicely. That is achara. Sadachara is same thing. Therefore, he doesn't have any achara. He lost everything. He spoiled his name. He spoiled his father's name. He spoiled his kula. Everything gone. Why? Dasyaha samsarga dushitaha. Because of the association of this low-born person, this woman. Because of this woman, he lost all his characters. He gave troubles to all other people. He pondered them. He cheated them. He started gambling. Even in the gambling, he started cheating people. And then he robbed people for his livelihood to keep his wife happy. His program has only one program. His wife should be happy. And his wife is also not from a high-class family, not Brahmin family or any other high-class family. She was a low-class woman, Shudra woman, who was a prostitute. But he was he was trying in love with her, therefore he was doing all those sort of things. The king this person was spending all his life just to maintain this wife so that she doesn't go away, leaving him and going away. Therefore, like this, 80 years went in his life. He was 88 years old. Now the story is saying he was now at the 88th year. From his wife, he had one last son, whom he really loved so much. He was like his soul, heart and soul. He was loved that son so much. Sa baddha hridayas tasmin arbake kalabhashini. He loved his baby child so much so he he was just mesmerized by this baby's speech. You know, especially when we have Maya here. When she smiles, she talks. Everyone get attracted so much to her. She's trying to speak something. She doesn't know how to speak yet, but she's trying to. Yeah, hello, Maya. Hi, Maya. Maya. So here she's trying to speak, but she doesn't know how to speak. But the mom is saying, "How beautiful my child is speaking slokas." Where she spoke sloka, right? She's not speaking slow, but then for the mother and parents, the broken language of their child is like reciting Vedas. Their own child, not neighbor child, by the way. We only love our child so much so if the neighbor child is telling one sloka and my daughter is telling broken language some sloka, for me my daughter's sloka is so great. Even the neighbor child is telling perfect sloka with proper pronunciation, everything. That is not great. My daughter's sloka is fantastic, right? Like that. That's how we are all, unfortunately. Therefore, whenever he eats his food. Ajamila, when he eats his food, he gives from his plate. He feeds his son, the son. When he goes out, he takes the sons and goes. Always he was having his son, this small child, next to him. When the son was playing, he was playing. Does it sound similar to what we heard yesterday? A story? Remember a book?
Deer and Jadabar.
Jada, yeah, the Bharat Maharaj was doing the same thing with the deer. That is deer. This is a baby, his own baby. Therefore, he was just when he was drinking some juice, freshly squeezed organic orange juice from Whole Food, he will give that also to the baby. You also drink. Because he was so much attached to this baby, so much so. But he didn't realize he's 88 years old. The time is coming for him to depart. The time has come. He has to live his life. At that time, he was from a distance, he was sitting there and he was watching the sun was playing, and at the same time, he turned around, saw someone was approaching him, and they were looking ferocious. Sapasha hastam trindrishtva purushan ati dhurayan vakra dhundan urdhva ramno atmanam netam agatan. He saw there are three fearful personalities were coming. They were so fearful to see, and they were coming close to him with a rope in their hand. They are Yamadutas, the servants of Yama. They were rushing towards him. They came to put the rope on him and to pull the Atma out of the body. None of this thing is visible to us, by the way. We can't see these things, but it all happens. It all happens. We don't see the Yamadutas coming. We don't see the rope. We don't see the Atmas being bound. We don't see the Atma being pulled out. None of things is visible to us, but these things happens at the time of death. This so Pasham means the rope. The rope is been thrown to Ajamila and tie the Atma and ready to pull the Atma out of the body, ready to pull the Atma out of the body. At that point of time, seeing these people, Ajamila don't know what to do. Even at that point of time, he was thinking only about the child. Thinking about the child. Therefore, he called out to the child. I didn't tell until this point the child's name. For whatever reason, I don't know his other children's name. Tummi, Tummy, Puppy, Kuppi. I don't know what the names he kept. Lucky enough, the last child name he kept as Narayana. Somehow or the other, he kept the last child name, that is Krishna's name, Narayana. He kept Narayana. Therefore, what? He was in Narayana consciousness of his son, not that Narayana, his son's consciousness. Nevertheless, what did he call? Narayana! Everyone. Not enough. Just imagine the Yamadutas are right there. At that point of time, they're going to put the rope on us. You can say, Narayana. Hi, Narayana. That's how are you going to call out Narayana? Show me. Thank you. That's much better though. It's much better. While they were ready to they already bound the Atma, they're ready to pull the Atma. Stop! There was a heavy, thunderous voice came saying, stop! They just got shocked for a minute. No one be dare enough to say stop to Yamadutas. Anyone has the courage to say stop to Yamadutas, we'll all run away, by the way. By mistake, if he takes me also, you take my husband, please take. Wife, please take. Leave me alone. We'll run away. But someone is telling stop to the messenger of Yama. There must be strong people, that means. As soon as they heard stop, they just turned and saw. They saw this beautiful four personalities. They saw very, very attractive, beautiful four personality. Bhartur Nama Maharaja Parshada Sagasapatam. Parshada means servant of someone. They appeared right there and they said, stop. Keyuyam Patishido Dara Dharmarajasya Sashanam. Who are you people to stop us? These instructions are given to us by Yamaraj. Yamaraj. Kasyava kuta ayatah kasmat asya nishedata kim deva upadevaya yuyam kim siddha satamaha. He says that, who are you? The Yamadutas are asking to those personality, who are you? And then, whose servant are you? Where are you coming from? Sounds familiar, right? These questions. But the answer is going to be different this time. They are not going to, I'm coming from because of karma. That's not the answer they're going to give. They're going to give totally a different answer. Because these people are not like us. They are all eternal servants of the Lord in Vaikunta, in the spiritual world. Therefore, these questions were asked to who are you? Whose servant are you? Where are you coming from? Who are you to stop us to take this Ajamila away? They have asked this one. Sarvapada palakshakaha Pita Kauseka Vasasaha, Kiritina Kundilano, Lasat Pushkara Malinaha. As they were talking, they were seeing this personality, they were so attractive, so beautiful. Latat Pushkara Malinaha, they were asking beautiful garland, Kiritinaha, beautiful crown, Kundalinaha, having beautiful earrings, as, as good as Lord Narayana. They were exactly like Narayana, all as good as Narayana. Sank, Dhanur, Nishangasi, Gada, Shankar, Chakra, Ampuja Shreyaha. And they were also carrying all these items, Shankar, Chakra, Gada, Padma, everything they were carrying. They were carrying, and therefore, as soon as they saw him, they were got attracted to this person. They saw these people, they saw they must not be ordinary people. They must be someone very special. Kim artam dharma palasya kinkarana no nishedata. Why are you stopping us? Kim artam dharma palasya. We are doing our dharma. We are doing our dharma. Why are you stopping us? That's what they're doing. Police comes, arrest the criminals and goes. At the time you come and stop, what are you going to say? Why are you stopping us? At that point of time, those people who came are none other than Vishnu Dutas, the servants of Vishnu. Yamadutas are there. 3 of Yamadutas are standing. 4 of Vishnu Dutas came. And they are the one who stopped them. Vishnu Dutas came and stopped. Yuyam vai dharmarajasya yadi nirdesha karinaha. Now they are asking, if you, Vishnudutas are asking to Yamadutas, if you say that you are servant of Yamaraja, Dharmaraja, Yamaraja is Dharmaraja. If you say that you are servant of the Dharmaraja, do you know what Dharma is? Do you know what Dharma is? Bhuta Dharmasya nas tattvam. Do you know what is Dharma is? Looks like you don't know what Dharma is. Tell me what is Dharma. Do you know who are the right people to punish? Who are the right candidates to be punished? Looks like you don't know Dharma. You don't know whom to be punishing. You don't seem to be a right servant of Yamaraj. Vishnu Dudas were telling like this. You don't know. Tell me what is the right thing. Who are the candidates to be punished? Yamaduta responds to the questions. Yamaduta has to respond to the question, right? They are telling, Veda Pranihito Dharmaha, where the Pranihito Dharmaha, he Adharmo tat viparyaha. He says that Veda Pranihito Dharmaha means those who do not follow the Vedas, those who do not follow the Dharma, they are the right candidate to be punished in the hell. They are the right candidate to be punished in the hell. We should understand that Ajamila is a papi. He did not follow the Vedas. He is born as a Brahmana. He neglected all Brahmanical rituals and dharma and whatever he needs to do. He brought kashtam, means dukkam to his parents, and he also gave dukkam to his wife. Therefore, he is the right candidate to be punished. That's what they say. Therefore, as they say this one, now he says, labdva nimittam avyaktam, vyakta avyaktam bhavati utha, yata yoni yata bijam swabhavena bhaliyasya. Then they say that everything is because of the desire that they have, the living entities start enjoying in this world. Yamadutas are talking this one. They are very learned. They said, because of the desire they have in their heart, to satisfy their desire, they try to do sinful activities. Somehow or the other, they have to satisfy their desire. They don't worry about other person. They do whatever they want, so that they can be happy and satisfied in their life. For that reason, they commit sinful activities. You should know the full story of this person, Ajamila. Who's telling? Yamaduta is telling to Vishnu Dutas. Maybe you don't know who he is, you're stopping us, but he is not an ordinary guy. We ran out of storage in our system. So much sin he has done, we ran out of our storage. That much sin he has done. So much he has done. And you can't stop us. You cannot stop us. At that point, he said, he says that Ekadasho Vanam Yataha. Now he goes on saying that, furthermore, he was always actually, I skipped this one. You may not know the full story. Let me narrate. And he started telling the story. This is where he's telling. This Brahmana was a very nice Brahmana. When he was a young age, he was studying the Vedas nicely. He was serving his parents, taking care of his mother, taking care of his father. He was doing very nice. He was a real nice boy. One day, as Ekada means one day, what happened is he went to the forest. His father sent him to the forest to collect the palam, pushpam, samit, kusham, the grass, and samhit means whatever is necessary to perform the fire sacrifice. You need to go collect to the forest, go collect some flowers, leaves, and twigs, all the grasses, everything. He does it every time. So one day he went to the forest. As he went to the forest, what happened? Pitvacha Madhu Maireyam. When he went there, he was collecting all this thing nicely. As he was collecting everything, he happened to see a scene over there. Over there, near the bushes, he saw a low class man with a low class woman. They were together. In not appropriate sense, they were together. And he saw that scene, they were not dressed up properly. They were embracing each other, doing whatever things are. They were together. When he saw this one, he closed his eyes. He closed that. He said, no, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I should not say this. No, no, no. He was trying to control seeing that scene, even though he was trying to keep away from seeing it, but the impressions got into his mind. The interesting thing about the human psychology is that the good thing never stays with us for long. That which is bad gets into us very easily. Yes or no? Very easily. Very easily. Let's come to practical example. Say, say Hari says something, Lal, you are a stupid. And then Prem is telling, Lal Prabhu, you are such a wonderful person. He speaks about me for 10 minutes. At the end, Hari comes and says, he's a stupid guy. Which is going to stay with me, 10 minutes talk or 1 second talk? Whatever he glorified me is not going to stay with me, even though he said positively. That one thing that you told me got stuck into me. Likewise, anything that bad will remain with us for a longer period of the time than the good thing. Anything who has done good in our life, we'll forget it very easily. But anyone who has done a little bit mistake to us, will not forget it at all. Unfortunately, that's the psychology of human. That's how it is. Therefore, over here, what happens to Ajamila is, even though he practiced so much so for several years, everything fantastic, good things. He knows the Vedas, he knows to recite the Vedas, he knows to do the Agnihotra Homa. He was serving, he was doing everything. He had a beautiful wife, with the children was there, wonderful family. But then that scene impression stuck in his mind. He went back home. He went back home. Drishtvatam kama liptena bahuna parirambitham. He went back home, but then his mind got corrupted. It's got corrupted. The mind got corrupted. As he was trying to forget that one, what he was trying to forget is what coming back again and again and again. What he was trying to forget, that is what is coming again and again and again. He's trying to forget. No, 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 I should not remember this. I should not remember this. And then finally, what happened? He surrenders to the thoughts. He surrendered to the thoughts. When the bad thoughts comes, as Bhakti, there's one great saint in our movement called Bhakti Tirtha Swami. He says this analogy, example, that there are in our heart, there are two dogs. Don't go and do an X-ray and check it out. This is just a metaphor, right? There's a two dogs in our heart. One is a good dog, and the other one is a bad dog. Now the question is, which dog is going to bark more? What do you think? Good one. Good one. Why? That's not the answer. The dog which is going to bark more is the dog which you feed more. The dog which is not fed cannot bark anymore. What you're feeding, that is what going to bark more. Yes or no? So the what we are doing is, what we need to know is, are we going to feed the bad dog or feed the good dog? If we keep on feeding the bad dog, it's going to capture our attention. That's where our attention is going to be. That's where we are going to go. And that's what we are going to do. We have to shut down the bad dog and start feeding the good dog. That is what is important part here. Therefore, Ajamila was, how much ever he was try to control his mind, but the thought was not going away, not at all going away. Therefore, he surrendered to the thought. When we start surrendering the thought, what happens is, this is another thing. The mind is so very friendly to us at that point of time. I'm talking in a sarcastic way. It's so friendly to us that way. It will try to encourage that thought in such a way by adding flavors to it. You will become that person. Now you replace that person and you start enjoying in that. You go to the theater, you watch a movie, and then sometimes you come to sleep. You will become like a hero of that movie. When you sleep, you think about as if you're jumping over the mountain or shot shooting the things, and you feel like you're a hero. You saw so much. Likewise, the mind works, it does to us is, now you become that person of enjoyment. Why you think of someone else? Now you become that enjoyment object of to enjoy that particular object. Therefore, he lost all his qualities. Now he is not able to focus on what he's supposed to do to serve his parents, serve his family, play with his children. He is not sitting and focusing anything. His father is telling something, he is thinking blank. He becomes blank. Father is calling, hey Ajamila. He says, yes, 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 because his thought was always there. Father, what's happening to this guy? Are you okay? Yeah, yeah, I'm okay, okay. But then he was again and again thoughts going back. And one day he decided, spoke to his family members, my dear mother, my dear father, my dear wife, you're all working so much. I'm feeling so sad that you're working so hard. We need someone to help our family. Let's have appoint someone as a servant, maid servant, and then that servant will take care of the family responsibility. Let her come and cook, and let her come and wash the pots, wash our clothes. Let her do everything. They all said, "Oh, son is so nice." Okay. And whom did he bring? The lady, the prostitute. He brought her, appointed her into the house. She came into the house as a maid servant. Over the days, she made others as servant. And they could see, the parents could see that he was with that woman in the house. And he neglected the father, he rejected his wife, he didn't take care of the children, he was only spending time with the father, and mother felt so bad, and out of this thing they died. The wife left the place, couldn't do anything, he was kicked out, she left also. But he was happy with his life with his wife, and he got many children from this lady. But then he ruined all the family tradition and he emptied the bank balance. There's no money. Now, if there is no money, this lady is not going to stay at home. She will go and find another man. Therefore, to keep this lady, he started robbing people, cheating people, even going to the extreme of killing people. He did all sort of things. That is why his storage is gone. In Yamaloka, Chitragupta, who writes the account of everyone, whatever sin we do, there's one person called Chitragupta. He writes it. Everyone has a record, and he will write what are the bad things we do, especially he will write. And this person book is completely full storage. This is the story. Yamaduta is telling this is the situation. Therefore, he should be punished. He is a sinful man. Therefore, nothing going to be worked. Even atonement is not going to work for him. Chapter 1 finishes. There are 3 chapters to this one. We finished 1 chapter. We are going to get in the second chapter. At that point of time, Vishnu Dutta said he didn't, when the Yamaduta said he didn't even do atonement to get free from the sin, that is the starting point for the second chapter where Vishnu Dutta said, excuse me, sir. He has done the atonement to remove all even the Sanchita karmas. You know what Sanchita karma is? Savings karma. Remember, I told you. Even that karma is finished for him. All the karmas is finished. He has already done an atonement. Yamaduta said, no, we went through the record clearly. There is no way that he has done atonement. No. Aho kashtam dharma drisham adharma sprishata sabham. Vishnuduta is telling, it is very, Vishnuduta is telling, it is very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that you are torturing and punishing a innocent person. Just now you all heard the story of Ajamila. Did you all hear the story of Ajamila? Such a sinful person he was. But the Vishnu Dutta is telling, you are all trying to punish an innocent person. This is not dharma. You should find a sinful person and punish. He is nothing. He is sinless person. You are punishing a sinless person. That is not right. That's exactly what the Vishnu. Aho kashtam. They are feeling so sad that this is very sad to see that you, being a servant of Yamaraja, you are punishing a person who is sinless. That is not correct. I am he krita nirvesho janma koti amhasam api. That is, Ajamila has already atoned for all the sins that he has done. If at all he has done, he has atoned every single thing. Therefore, he should not be punished. How is it possible? Just because he has chanted the name of Narayana, not 16 rounds, not 108 times, not 18 times, not 10 times, only one time. At the time of death, only one time he chanted Narayana. That one time of chanting of Narayana has removed all this sins. That was his best atonement that he has done. Can you just imagine about this? Is why the last sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam says, Nama Sankirtanam Yashya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. Sarva Papa Pranashanam. You can't even imagine the most abominable sin that you can think of that you have done. For example, Vishnu Dutta is telling, if you have stolen a gold from someone, if you are a drunkard, even if you're a drunkard, being a drunkard is a sinful thing. If you're a drunkard, if you have stolen a gold or a property of someone, if you have betrayed your friend or relatives, if you have killed a Brahmana, which is a very sinful, Brahmahasti is a very serious one, even if you have killed a Brahmana, even if you have indulged in an illicit relationship with some woman who is not your own wife, even for that reason, even if you have murdered a woman, if you have murdered a king, if you have murdered your own father, if you have murdered a Brahmana, if you have murdered a cow, cow is a sinful thing. Killing a cow is very bad. Even if you have done this thing, simply chanting Narayana name will remove everything. When I said this one, now you should not think, we got a solution here. I can go on, do whatever I want to do and say, hey, Narayana, just walk out. I'll go and shoot someone, Narayana, okay. I go and take away someone's cell phone, Narayana, put it in a pocket. That is not the messages. We should take it in a proper sense. What is being told here is, even that sin can be nullified, that you should imagine the power of chanting the name of Narayana. That's just to tell us the power of chanting the holy name of God. That is the message here. You should not take it in another sense and start misusing, try to find loophole and start misusing that. That's not the idea. And he goes on saying, Vishnu Dutta goes on saying, Sanketyam, Parihasyam, Staubam, Helanam. You don't know the meaning of what Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Namo Narayanaya. You don't know the meaning of any of these names, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Like how you take a medicine, how many of, I'm not talking, when we take a medicine, a pill, yesterday Amsaji came and gave me one tablet. I took it. And then she said, take this one, Lalji, take this one. I took it. But then I didn't ask her that, please, I'll take it, but give me the active and inactive ingredients on this one. Tell me what is the composition. I didn't ask any of the thing. I took it. I have no idea what the tablet is, but I took it. It did its job. Whether I know what it is or not, details of it, it took care of my problem. Took care of my problem. Likewise, whether you know the meaning of the name of God or you don't know the meaning of name of God, it will do it action. How it does the action is quite important. Whether you accidentally say, yeah, Krishna, you call Krishna, our Krishna over here. It's beautiful. Our Atulananda Prabhu, Ashok Prabhu, and Draupadi Mataji has given a name of their son as Krishna. Every time they're chanting Krishna, 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 then we know what their destination is going to be, right? This is exactly the story talks about. Therefore, it is also very important when we keep these beautiful names of Krishna, we should not minimize and kichu, right? Some kichu. Sometimes people, fathers, parents will keep a nice name. Krishna will become kichu. Okay. Now say Narayana, Nachu. Nachu means poison actually. Nachu means poison. You're calling Nachu? Where are you, Nachu? Where are you? Better you call Narayana. That will take you to Godhead. You call Nachu, poison will come to you. Nachu. So why? I have no idea why, but that's how the thing. Sanketyam, Parihasyam, Staubam, Helanam. Even if someone is simply accidentally saying Krishna, that person gets benefited. Parihasyam. Someone is jokingly saying, joking. Hey, these Hare Krishna people, I know who they are for some reason. Hare Krishna. So jokingly you say, even that person will get benefit. Likewise, knowingly or unknowingly, a helanam or joking or teasingly saying, however it is, one chants the name of the God and they will get the punya. They will get punya. That is the beauty of this one. Therefore, even not only that, if anyone chants name of God at when they have to die accidentally, they're going to fall off from the roof, they are getting, they've broken their hand, they're falling into the ocean, they're drowning into in the water. At any given situation, it could be an accidental death. Even if it's an accidental death, because we had a conversation about this one, Krishna and myself, even if the accidental death, if they chanted name of God, they don't need to worry about taking a ghost body and wander into this world. Therefore, the holy name, now he says, the Vishnu Dutta says, the holy name will burn the sins. Now comes the interesting question. What did we say just 20 minutes back? When you do atonement will remove the sin. Yes? Atonement will remove the sin, but it not remove the desire to commit the sin. Now we are saying the same, we are hearing the same thing here. By chanting the name of God, it will also remove the sin. Correct? But there's a difference between prayachitta, atonement, and chanting the name of God. The difference is that the atonement will remove the sin, but it will not remove the desire to commit the sin. But when we do the Nama Sankirtanam, when you chant the name of God, it will remove the sin plus
the desire.
It will also remove the desire to commit the sin. That is the power of the holy name. That is the power of the holy name. It cleanses our heart. It cleanses our heart. Sankirtanam agnam pumsaha. This is what it said. Sankirtitam agnam pumsaha dahid edo yatanalaha. He says that it will remove the sin. It will also remove the desire to commit the sin. Likewise, therefore, the chanting of the holy name is a very important thing for the age of Kali Yuga. In the Kali Yuga, chanting is the only means by which we can attain liberation. Not by tapas, not by becoming a scholar in the Vedic studies, not by dhana, dharma, and all the different, it's all needed, by the way. When I say chanting is important, please understand, that doesn't mean that we should not give charity, we should not do seva, we should not do puja, we should not do, that is all there. But in Kali Yuga, Kalerdosha Nidhi Rajan, in Kali Yuga, the biggest way to get rid of all our sins and cleanse our heart is by Nama Sankirtanam, by chanting the holy name of Krishna. Everyone, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. After they said this one, the Vishnu Dutta released Ajamila. They didn't wait for it. It just released Ajamila. As soon as they released him, and the Yamaduta rushed back to where? Because they got confused. They got confused. They rushed back to Yamaloka. But then over here on the deathbed, where this man, Yajamila, in the age of 88, where he was supposed to go to the hellish planet to suffer for many, many yugas, was just escaped. Right, just escaped. He was just realizing at that point of time how fortunate I am. How fortunate I am. And he remembered that conversation that went between Vishnu Dutas and Yamadutas. He was remembering all the conversation. How great God is. How fallen I am. I've ignored God all this my life. I forgot all that I'm supposed to do. I left out all my dharma. I left out to be a good son, a good husband, good father. I forgot to stop doing all the pujas, chanting, worship, even though I've been born in such a wonderful family, aristocrat. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, this is important for us to understand. Krishna says, Arjuna asked a question. Krishna, say for example, someone is doing very well spiritually, but for some reason they couldn't complete. Yes, correct? They couldn't complete. Halfway, they fall off. Somehow or they fall off, like Bharat Maharaj. They fall off. What will happen to them? Do they have to start from scratch? What was the example we saw yesterday? Do they have to start from scratch?
No.
No. Krishna will add 20 plus 20, pass you out. Yes, remember this example? That therefore what Krishna does is, if you have done some bhakti in your previous life, but you couldn't successfully complete for whatever the reason is, Krishna makes sure that you continue from where you left by giving you birth into a family. The family could be an aristocratic family, a rich family, or it could be a very religious family. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, if we are all born in a rich family where we don't need to worry about money, or if you are born in a religious family, not necessary, it should be a Brahmanic, any devotee family, any such family, that we should realize, I just missed in my previous life for some reason. Now God has given me a chance in this life. That is why my father is religious, very dedicated, very sincere. That means I've taken birth in this family so that I can further progress from where I left. But if you don't realize this one, you miss the boat. And again you fall down into a lower species and take several lifetime to come back to again to get a best parent in our life. Best parent in our life. Therefore, do not lose this one. The Ajamila was thinking, he was repenting so badly, and then he was seeing the four personalities standing in front of him. He was seeing this Vishnu Duta. He was going to utter something and say something. He was going to say something, disappeared. They all disappeared. He was going to talk something. At that point of time, the Vishnu Dutas disappeared right from that scene. Their scene. Immediately, what did Ajamila do? Ajamila was thinking, now I've been given a second chance in my life. Second chance in my life. How many of us will get a second chance? You're almost dead, almost gone. But then somehow or the other, life saved. Life saved. Some people really have that experience. They may meet with such a serious accident. See, but somehow this person escapes. Then how grateful that person will feel. Ajamila was feeling, I'm almost done. But then I've been given a second chance. I've been given a second chance. This time I do not misuse the second chance. This time I should be very careful in my life. Therefore, as he thought like this, he got up. He did not wait any further. He just went immediately towards Haridwar. He went to Haridwar. He settled down there and he was there where over there. Iti jhata sunir vedaha kshana sangena sadhusu. Sadhusu. He remembered that a moment of association of the devotees. What association did Ajamila get? Whose association?
Nudutas.
Yeah, Vishnu Dutas, the great devotee. The moment of association of the devotees will purify our consciousness. When we have the association of the devotees, that means we are protected. When we have the association, when we have satsanga, when we have good satsang, that means we are protected. When we are away from the satsang, we have to really be in a fearful situation. Fearful situation. Just imagine now how beautiful it was, how glorious it was for Ashok ji to leave his body. How glorious it was. While he was leaving his body, he was hearing to Kirtan. Devotees were sitting and doing Kirtan. Just imagine. So nice. That is a glorious passing away of someone. If you're not in the association of the devotees, who is going to come? Who is going to do it? We may think, no, I will make an arrangement. I'll put a YouTube timer and all set up time, alarm. God is smarter than us. If God wants us to remember him, he will make an arrangement to remember us, remember him. We cannot fool God. Right? We cannot find loopholes. Therefore, it's always better to be Kshane Sangena Sadhushu. A moment of association of the devotees will take us for a long way. Take us long way. Therefore, he got the association of the Vishnu Dusas, Ganga Dwaram Upeyeya, Ganga Dwaram. We went to Haridwar over there in Ganga. He settled down there. He completely started remembering Lord in his heart and he was chanting Narayana's name constantly, observed in his thoughts all the time. As he was observing all his time, he completely got purified. All his anarthas, his thoughts, everything is gone away. He became complete, a perfect soul. At that point of time, he saw an aeroplane coming with four personalities. He remembered those four personalities. It was the same Vishnu Dutas who came before and saved him. They were coming back here. He said, are you ready? Get in. Ajamila got into the flight and went to Vaikunta in that very same life, but not immediately. But he has to take a second chance because he has to purify himself. He had to repent for what he did, which he did, and then he perfected and he went back to Vaikunta. Chapter 2 over. Now, one last part is left. One last part is left. We'll get that one also done. What is it? We are going this. What is the third part? The third part, last part of the story is now still something is confusing and bothering for someone. Who are they? Yamadutas. Yamadutas are still not convinced why they've been chased away. Because Ajamila was not a good guy. He is supposed to be taken to hell and need to be punished. But then these Vishnudutas came and stopped them. Therefore, Yamaduta rushed back to Yamapatna where Yamaraj, the Lord of Death, was sitting there. They went to them. He said, Yama, my dear Raja, my dear King, my dear Maharaj. He said, why are you all screaming and coming like this? What's happening? Is everything okay? Well, we went and tried to do the assignment, whatever you gave, but we couldn't fulfill it. Therefore, kati santitaha shastraho jivo lokasya vai prabho. He said, my dear Prabhu, my dear Lord, the first question they asked is, who's the Lord? They asked, who's the Lord? We thought you are the Lord of everyone. The Yamadutas is talking to the Yamaraj. We thought you are Lord of everyone. That's how they started the conversation. We thought you are the Lord of everyone. You set a rule and policy that sinful people has to be punished, good people has been let go, sin people should be brought to the hell. This is what you said. But looks like there are another people also working parallelly like you. They came and they took away. There are too many cooks spoils the thing, right? If you have too many cooks, it spoils the thing. Therefore, looks like there are many lords. We are confused now. All that you said is all waste, is gone. Tasyate vigito dhando na loke vartate aduna vaduna chaturbihi. He says that there four people came. When we are trying to pull Ajamila, the sinful man Ajamila, four people came. They stopped us and they started talking so many things. They gave a big lecture. Something we understood, something we did not understand. But why did they do this one? Who are these people? Why did they do this one? And just because they said he chanted the name of Narayana, he's become sinless. That's what they said. Tam ste vidutum ichchamo yedino manyase kshamam Narayane iti abidihiti ma bhir. They said, as this person chanted the name of Narayana, they said, do not fear, we are here. They came rushing saying that ma bhir, do not fear, we are here, and they released him. And therefore we are confused. At that point of time, Yama is speaking. Yama. Everyone is familiar with Yama? Familiar, but not seen yet, right? We don't want to see Yama. And we will not see Yama if we understand the message that given in this last 10 minutes of what I'm going to speak. These words are coming from Yama himself, the Lord of Death. Everyone is scared of Lord of Death. The Lord of Death is going to speak now. Are you all ready? Yes. Paromat anyo jagata tashtutascha Otam protam patavat yatra vishwam yad amshato asya sthiti janma nasha nasya otavat yasya vasecha lokaha. Now he is saying, my dear servants. When he heard this one, he said, my dear servants, you all accept me as Lord. But understand, I am not the Supreme Lord. These are the words that spoken by Yama himself. You think I am Lord, but I am not the Lord. I have another one who's my Lord. It is not only I. Aham Mahendra Nirtir Prachetah Soma Agnir Isha Pavana Virichi Aditya Vishwavasuhu Ata Sandhya. It gives a big list here. You should understand, for me, I have a Lord. Not only for me. What the list he gave? He gave this Indra, Nirti, Varuna, Chandra, Agni, Shiva, Pavana, Brahma, Surya, Vishwavasu, 8 Vasu, that is 8 Vasu, Sadhyas, Marut, the list goes on and on. He says, for everyone, there is one Supreme Lord, Narayana. Narayana is the Supreme Lord. Even those great people cannot understand fully about that Supreme Lord. No one can understand how great he is. No one can understand. Tasyatma tantrasya harir atishtuta parasya mayadhipatir mahatmanah prayena dhuta iha vai manoraha charanti tat rupa guna swabhavaha. Therefore, that Supreme Lord is self-sufficient, he is fully independent, he is the cause of all causes, from him everything comes, he is the full controller, he is the maintainer, he is the destroyer. That Supreme Lord, he is the boss, he is the CEO. And the CEO is not appointed by some board members. Do not think so. He is the Supreme Lord, self-appointed, he is self-sufficient, he is completely independent. He is completely independent. Therefore, Vishnu Dutas will always protect the Vishnu Bhaktas. This is what he says. The Vishnu Dutas will always protect the Vishnu Dutas. Therefore, Dharmam tu Sakshat Bhagavat Praneetam. These are the words, these are famous slokas, by the way. Yamaraj says, Dharmam tu Sakshat Bhagavat Praneetam Navai Vidur Rishaya Napi Vedaha Na Siddha Nasiddha Mukhya Asura Manyasaha Kutono Vidhartum Charanadayah. Dharmastu Sakshat Bhagavat Pranitam. Dharmam is to understand the Lord Bhagavan. Krishna is Dharmam. He is Dharma. The religious principles and everything, that Vedas and everything, he is the one who has established it. Therefore, understand, those devotees of Vishnu, we should not touch them. The devotees of Vishnu, we should not touch them. And he goes on this saying that there are many people who do not understand who God is. There's only limited people who understand. Swayambhu, Narada, Shambhu, Kumara, Kapila, Manuhu, Prahlada. Understand this name, Prahlada, which is coming up attraction next. Janaka, Bhishma, Balir, Vayasakir, Vayana, Vayam, Ayam. We, only few people, 12 of us, little bit understand who God is, who that Krishna is, who that Vishnu is. Rest of them cannot understand who's, because this is very confidential subject matter. It's very confidential subject matter. Therefore, the only way to attain and understand Krishna and be free from all the sins that we have done and remove all desires, unwanted desires that we have in our heart, is by simply chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Pumsam dharma paro smrtah bhaktiyoha bhagavati tannama grahanadibihi. He said by developing bhakti towards Krishna, by performing bhakti yoga, by namo uchara mahatmayam. Mahatmyam means it's great to ucharanam, to chant the name of Krishna. Harir pashyate putrakaha. Putraha. He said, my dear children, he's talking, Yamaraj is talking, my dear children, the best way is to release all the sins that we have done and remove the desire of unwanted things is by Nama Uchara Mahatmyaha, by chanting the name of Vishnu. Ajamila did that. Ajamila did that. He did only one time, but he did that one time offenselessly. Even though he did not think of actual Narayana, but he chanted the name of Narayana offenselessly. Therefore, he became fearless of death. He became fearless of death. What you have to do now, important thing that intelligent people, now Yamaraj is saying this one. Yamaraj is saying this one. Those who people are intelligent people, those who are intelligent people, they will immediately, without any further delay, start chanting name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Therefore, please, now he's giving the important instruction. We are almost done. He's giving an important instruction. Come here. Next time, when you see the devotees, don't go close to them. If you go close to them, I will be fired from my job. I'll be laid off. So please do not go there. If at all accidentally you go close to them, do a pradakshina around them, fall at their feet, take the dust from their feet and put it on your head and run away from there. I'm not making up this one. Yamaraj says this one. Anyone who is devotee of Krishna, do not touch them. If at all you accidentally go to them, circumambulate them, fall at their feet, take their blessings and get out of that place immediately. Because if if messenger goes and tells that you are with them, you and I will be out of job. Don't do this one. Don't do this one. He says this one. At that point of time, Yamadutas are asking, my dear Lord, you said we should not take the devotees of Krishna, but tell me whom should we take? We have to come to the conclusion, right? We have to conclude today's lecture. You told whom should not be brought to hell. Now you please tell me whom should be brought to the hell. Correct? And that's the last part of this chapter. He says, Jigva na Vakti. Please listen. Jigva means tongue. Jigva means tongue. Jigva na Vakti Bhagavat Guna Namadiyam. Namadiyam. And those who have tongue. Those who have tongue. But the tongue is not chanting name of Krishna. Okay, next. Chetas che na smarati. They have mind. But that mind doesn't think of Smaranam. But the mind does not think of Krishna. Krishna Charanara Vinda does not think of Krishna's lotus feet. Krishnaya no Namati yat chira yekadhapi. Those devotees who do not bow down in front of Krishna. They are the right candidate. They are the right candidate. Who are the right candidate? Who are the candidate you can Yamadutas to bring them to Yamapatna? They have tongue, but they do not chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The tongue does not vibrate Krishna's name. Others will be chanting, just sitting like that. We have seen people, by the way. Chanting will go on. This person will simply sit like that, like a stone. Then it's not that they are Brahmajnani, they become sitting like that. They're just aloof. Tongue is there, you don't chant. Mind is there, you don't think. Head is there, you don't bow down. Hand is there, you're not utilizing in the service of Krishna. Leg is there, do not walk towards Krishna's temple. They are the candidates, right candidates to come to hell. Do not go to others who are chanting, who are thinking about Krishna. who are coming to the temple, who are using their hands in the service of God, who are always thinking of Krishna's Charanara Vinda, who are speaking about Krishna, they are disqualified. They are disqualified to come to hell. Therefore, do not be ignorant, be careful, do not do this one. By those who are chanting, they will come back to spiritual world. They do not go back to the hellish condition. With that said, Yamaraj went back and Yamaduta understood and they was just amazed to hear this message. They were fascinated. This is also possible. We should be careful next time. With that said, we are done with Ajamila Upakyana. That completes the 6th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Everyone loudly one more time, let's all chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Now that you heard the story and you all have chanted multiple times Hare Krishna mantra, do not take to the extreme thing. I've already chanted more than one time. I'm already booked to go to Vaikunta. Do not take that complacent position. We have brought the chanting beads from the temple. You all can take one mala. There is one mala which has 108 beads. My humble request is whatever prayers you're doing, do not stop. Whatever you're doing chanting, do not stop. My humble request is chant, add to your prayers, add this one mala every day. That's all, an humble request. So kindly take one mala and start chanting every day. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama.
Rama, Hare Hare.
Believe it or not, to chant 108 times one mala, it should not take more than 10 minutes. Out of 24 hours that we have in our life, we can give that 10 minutes to Krishna and it's going to give us in return. You cannot even imagine what the return is going to be. We don't want to invest something where we don't get returns. The return that we are going to get is confirmation in the spiritual world with Krishna. What else do we want? So my humble request, kindly after this one, please come forward and take a mala, one mala, and then take it and get started. Do not wait any further. Get started. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. See you all again tomorrow with another beautiful story that's coming. We finished today. We finished the story of Ajamila. Tomorrow we are entering into the 7th canto. 7th canto is a famous story of a wonderful another child, Bhakta Prahlad. Narshima is going to appear tomorrow. Everyone, please assemble tomorrow. I know there's a snow day. If you cannot join in person, do join online to hear Narshima stories. Prahlad story. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you very
Prabhuji.
much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you, Prabhu.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you,
children.
Guru. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu,
Hare
thank you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all. Hare Krishna.